Hey y'all, welcome back to Enchanted Bayou. My name is Cassandra. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been with me for a long time, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Today I have a really cool video that we're going to do, and I hope you guys like it a lot. It's actually going to be part one of a two-part series that we're going to do, and we're going to talk about all the paranormal stuff surrounding the whole Chris Watts, Shanann Watts case and everything that's going on. And so at first we're going to be examining some of the police body cam footage with all the paranormal stuff that went on there, because there were a lot of EVPs that were captured on that. And I'll tell you a secret, the police body cam footage, I went through it myself, because this is what I do, is paranormal and finding voices, and I have the equipment and the technology to do it. And I found some extra EVPs that I don't think, at least I haven't heard anyone else find on the footage. So that's going to be in this video. And then the second part to this video that we're going to do is we're going to do a spirit box and try and talk to Shanann and see what she has to say. Yeah, if you are new here, we're going to be using tonight a PSV7 spirit box. Show you that right there, to talk to her. And I have a great relationship with my guides. Their names are Ethan and E, and we will see if we can get them to go get Shanann to talk to us. Now, according to Shanann's mother, she actually has gone over and visited her mother along with the kids since she's passed away. So her mom has seen Shanann and the kids quite frequently, I believe. And we're going to see if we can get them to talk to us too. But first, before we do that, I want to get into the police body cam footage, because a lot of people have found a lot of EVPs in it, and there's even some possible captures of the girls in those videos. So it seems pretty cool. But what I'm going to start off by showing you is the part that I think is the most credible as far as catching a spirit. And so I'm going to go ahead and insert that video right here. You guys, while you're watching this video, watch the stairs and this again is police body cam footage. So this isn't my footage, this isn't anything altered, this is direct from the police body cams. But watch on the stairs, it looks like a little girl, and it could have been Bella or Cece, we don't know, but it looks like a little girl is actually running down the stairs. So go ahead, watch that little clip for a second. Okay, now that you guys have seen that, wasn't that crazy? I think that's some of the best paranormal evidence that the police body cameras have caught outside of the EVPs. Now there is some more, but I'm not going to include that all here because the rest of it was kind of sketchy. I did look at everything that everyone said out there about it, and I really didn't see a lot of merit to it. But that could just be me. When I do things, I want strong EVPs and I want strong paranormal footage. So I really liked that clip, and I hope you guys did too. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to play the EVPs off of the police body cam footage that I actually found. Now, a lot of these you probably have heard, but I'm thinking there's going to be a couple that you haven't. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go ahead and listen to all those cool EVPs. And I'm going to put up on the screen what I heard it say, and you guys can let me know if you hear anything else. So if you do hear something that I missed, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys are hearing.
So their laundry would be in the...
And has any of it been touched by you today?
I'll put it in there.
You put it in there?
Yeah.
How about,
This is the dirty laundry here.
Okay, you usually pick it up off the floor.
beds? Have you touched their beds today?
I made them.
You made them, okay. Do you like pick up the pillow, that kind of stuff, or do you just like, okay. Let me think here.
Not sure that you see it. Anything that... There's nothing I could have ever touched at all.
How about actually shoes would be good too? Shoes that maybe you haven't touched since they've worn them.
Yeah, these are clean, but sometimes the blankies get put in there.
Okay.
But that's the one she usually uses, the butterfly one.
This one?
But
Okay,
that's
you touched it today?
yesterday when I put it on the bed.
Okay. Shoes?
Shoes are downstairs.
Okay. Good, how are your white shoes?
Okay. This is Cece's shoes and Bella's shoes on this side.
Okay. What's the most recent pair you remember her? That's you. Well, there's plenty of her standard here.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world is that? Wow. Go in there and step on that little blue thing and see if that's where that noise came.
Yeah, it sounded like a kid toy.
It might. It sort of sounds like it.
Something. There was a. I heard it.
That one. Did you hear it?
I did.
Sounded like a kid giggling or something, didn't it? Or a kid.
It did. So there should be in that basket some of the kids' clothes and their nightgowns
Okay.
that they may or may not have had on that night. Not me.
Just waiting. Yeah. Well, you may have carried something or.
It's possible.
Definitely scent coming out of there.
Yeah. So there's your attic access right there. Do I need to climb up there?
You know. Let's see. Let's turn that fan off. Okay. Shh.
Here's a pair of her shorts. I don't know. That's toxic.
I just love that video. There were so many voices and so clear, and this is all police body cam footage. This isn't like someone just took their camera out and recorded some random stuff and we don't know if they messed with it or not. Yeah, so I was really impressed by all that. I will tell you, those police body cam footage, that was from the day when they were first looking for Shanann and the two girls, Bella and Cece. So that's the daytime body footage. Remember how at the beginning of this video I said that this was going to be a two-part video? Well, you know, part one and part two of a series. Part two is I'm going to, and I already actually have, so I can tell you this for sure, I have found a lot of EVPs on another police body cam footage of them going to the Watts house. And this time, they didn't go over there. They weren't searching for the girls. This was after they had found the girls and the mom. And supposedly, the neighbor saw, and I think some reports I saw and heard said that it was even caught on his home camera. But that he saw someone going in, a woman, into Shanann's house at night, and then he saw the garage lights turn on. So, of course, this house was vacant at the time, and the police show up, and of course they're wearing their body cameras, and there's just so many EVPs. It's just amazing, and they're really clear. So I'm going to be putting that in the next video that I'll record after this for you guys. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that when that one comes out. I can't wait for you guys to hear that one. But for the rest of the video today, let's go ahead and get into the spirit box. Now, I mentioned earlier that Ethan and E are my guides. Some people refer to them as guardian angels. I just call them my guides. I'm not quite sure why I chose guides, but that's what I call them. So you can think of them as guardian angels. And you'll hear their voices at first and me talking to them, because Ethan is kind of the jokester, but he's very helpful. He goes out and he gets spirits for me to talk to. And when we think of that in like our time. It's not our time. It's in their time. So they could just be visiting what I think is an hour and what really is only maybe a second or so in their time. So he goes and he gets them, and they come and they talk to us. And E, she's my other guide. She makes sure that all the other spirits kind of be quiet, and so we can just talk to specific people. She helps out a lot. So let's go ahead and jump into that, again, using the PSB7 spirit box that I told you about. And let's get started. Oh, one more thing before we do that though. If you are wearing headphones, now is the time to take them off and adjust your volume a little bit, because the spirit box sessions, they get really, really loud. So make sure you do that, because it's about ready to get loud in here. Ethan and E, are you here? Ethan, E, are you here? I just want to talk to Ethan and E. Ethan and E, can you hit Shanann Watts for me? Shanann, do you have anything else that you want to say? Okay, goodbye. I'm going to let you go now. So what did you guys think? Did you hear a lot of the cool stuff? I thought that was an amazing spirit box session. I loved all the EVPs that were at Shanann's house. And don't forget, I have a second video coming out for all of you about the EVPs that went on that night on the police body camera footage. Boy, I can't say that word. Anyway, so make sure you subscribe and like this video, share it with your friends, and soon, I would say a couple days after this one's released, you're going to have the next video. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone's having a wonderful November. I hope 2020 is not hitting everyone so hard. I hope you guys are doing good, and I will be talking to you soon. Take care. Bye.